Hi class, this is Mr. Pyrus again. We're going to do a review of test 20. What we're going to do this time is we're going to try something a little bit different, and we're going to break it up into 3 segments. So this first segment is really just going to probably deal with the first 7 or 8 questions, and then we'll move on with the 2 other sections to do the rest of them. So let's go and look at the first question. It says, what is the sale price of a $495 television on sale for 20% off? So original price is $495, and what you're doing is you're taking 20% off. That's 20% off. So 20% off out of 100%. So 20% from 100% gives you 80% for the final sale price. So 80% of the sale price, to keep in mind, that's 0.8 in decimal. So 0.8 times 495 is going to give you the final price, or the sales price, of 80% off, 80% or 20% off. So 0.8 times 495. Okay, so that's 0 carry 4, 72 carry 4, and you got 6, carry 7, 32 plus 7 is 39. So your sale price is going to be $396. Now let's see what we can do to help Bria as she's walking briskly or quickly to school. Her rate is 4 miles per hour, and that takes her 15 minutes. If she rides her bike to school, she can ride a lot faster, 10 miles per hour. And so how long will that take her? So remember, we talked in class, dirt. Distance equals rate times time, and distance is a constant here. So the distance from her house to school is going to remain the same. So we have rate times time is going to give you the distance to her school. So in the first place, that's equal to 4 miles per hour, okay, times 15 minutes. Now we could keep that at 15 minutes, but for this purpose, let's convert that to hours. 15 minutes is 1/4 hour. So we can go and cross out hours. And we'll say that 4 miles per hour times 1/4 hour is equal to 10 miles per hour times time 2. And time 2 is going to be in, I guess, hours. So as we work that out, then we get 4 miles per hour times 1/4 is equal to 1 mile is equal to 10 miles per hour times T2. Now, so what does that mean? So that means T2 is equal to 1 mile over 10 miles in hours, or it's equal to 1/10 of an hour is equal to 6 minutes. Now, see how we work that out? We work that out just to keep it in hours, or in miles, and hours. We could have gone and we could have just said rate times time is 4 miles per hour times 15 minutes, is equal to 10 miles per hour times T2, and we would have come out with T2 in minutes at that point, and T2 would have been 4 miles per hour times 15 minutes over 10 miles, and that would have ended up with 60 minutes is equal to T2, or 60 over 10 minutes is equal to T2. So in the other case, we would come up with 6 minutes for the amount of time for Bria to walk to school or to ride her bike to school. Here's the next one. Diameter of a cone is 6 inches. Its height is 4 inches. What is the slant height? Okay, so we know that the slant height is the hypotenuse of a triangle, right? So, slant height, the height is 4 inches, the diameter 6 inches, which means that the radius is 3 inches. And so all we have here is the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So 4 squared plus 3 squared is equal to the slant height squared. So 16 plus 9 equals 25 is equal to slant height squared. And so slant height is equal to the square root of 25, which is, in this case, going to be 5 inches. Now we take the same cone and we're going to see what the volume of the cone is. So remember, a cylinder, the volume is base times height, but in the case of a cone, volume is equal to 1/3 base times the height. The area of the base is pi r squared because we have a circle. So the volume is equal to 1/3 times pi times the radius. Now, since the diameter is 6, the radius is half of that. So r3 squared times the height, which is 4 inches cubed. So the volume is going to be 1/3 times 9 times 4 times pi, which is going to be 12 pi inches cubed. Now you can work out the arithmetic and you can figure that out. So let's move on to the next one. Here we have a pyramid. It's a right pyramid. It's got a square base, and it says what is going to be the lateral surface area of this pyramid. So what we have is we have there's a couple ways we can do this. One is we could take the perimeter, which is going to be 24 times 1/2 the slant height. But let's look at it from this perspective. We have 4 triangles, so we have 4 triangles, and the area of each triangle is 1/2 times the base times the height. So it's 4 times 1/2, the base is 6 times the height. So it's going to be, so that's going to be inches squared. And we just do the math here. 4 times 1/2 is 2. 2 times 6 times 5, which is 2 times 30. We end up with 60 inches squared. This is the last one we're going to do on this segment. And we have a rule for a sequence is a to the n is equal to 2 times n minus 1. So when n is 1, we have a to the 1, because our first term is a to the 1. We're going to have first 4 terms will be a1, a of 2, a of 3, and a of 4. So a of 1 is equal to 2 times 1 minus 1, which is 2 minus 0, which is 0. So that's our first term. For our second term, a sub 2 is equal to 2 times 2 minus 1 is equal to 2 times 1, which is 2. A sub 3 is equal to 2 times 3 minus 1, which is 2 times 2, which is 4. And a sub 4 is equal to 2 times 4 minus 1, which is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So your first 4 terms are going to be 0, 2, 4, and 6.